Hello everyone, today I want to say a story about Lion and the Mouse. Once upon a time, in the heart of the savannah, where golden grasses danced with the wind and tall trees stood like ancient guardians of the land, there lived a mighty lion named Leo. Leo was feared and respected by all creatures. His deep roar echoed through the hills, and even the boldest of animals dared not cross his path. He lived alone in a rocky cave on the highest hill, ruling the animal kingdom from a distance. Although he was a powerful ruler, Leo was not cruel. He believed in fairness and only hunted when he was hungry. But his size and strength made him seem unapproachable, and most animals kept their distance. Meanwhile, not far from the lion's territory, lived a little mouse named Milo. He was always getting into places he shouldn't, exploring new paths, and helping anyone he could. Unlike the other mice who feared the lion as a monster, Milo believed that every creature, big or small, had a heart. One hot afternoon, as the sun painted the sky with shades of orange and gold, Leo lay under a shady tree, taking a nap. Birds chirped softly, and the air was still. Milo, while chasing a butterfly, accidentally wandered into the same area. Not watching where he was going, he ran up Leo's tail and over his broad back, thinking it was a fallen log. Suddenly, a deep growl shook the ground. Leo awoke and, with one swift move, trapped Milo under his massive paw. His golden eyes glared at the little mouse, who was trembling in fear. "Who dares to disturb my sleep?" roared Leo. Milo squeaked, Please, mighty lion. I didn't mean to wake you. I thought you were a rock." "I'm very sorry." Leo was about to crush him, but something in the tiny mouse's eyes stopped him. There was no hatred or arrogance, only fear, honesty, and a glimmer of courage. "Why should I spare you?" the lion asked, his voice deep and rumbling like thunder. Milo took a deep breath. "Because someday, I might be able to help you in return." Leo laughed, a loud, echoing laugh that shook the trees. "You, a tiny mouse? Help me? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard." But Leo was not without kindness. Amused by the mouse's boldness and charmed by his courage, he lifted his paw and let Milo go. "Run along, little one, and stay away from big creatures like me." Milo bowed. "Thank you, Leo. I won't forget your kindness." Days turned into weeks, and the savannah remained peaceful. One morning, a group of humans entered the jungle. They were poachers, cruel men who trapped animals for sport and money. They set up traps near the watering holes and along the main animal paths, including near Leo's cave. Later that day, Leo went for a walk to stretch his legs. As he approached the water to drink, he didn't notice the hidden ropes on the ground. In an instant, the trap snapped shut. A massive net made of strong ropes fell over him, and before he could roar, the net was pulled tight. He struggled, he growled, he clawed, but it was no use. The poachers would return in the morning. Leo, the king of the savannah, was caught. Night fell. The stars lit up the sky, and the jungle grew quiet. Word of the lion's capture spread quickly. Many animals were too afraid to go near. Some whispered that perhaps this was the end of the lion's reign. But Milo heard the news from a bird friend. Without thinking twice, he rushed through the jungle, dodging owls and snakes, until he reached the spot where Leo lay trapped. Leo looked up, weak and tired. "What are you doing here, little mouse?" Milo smiled. "I told you I'd repay your kindness one day." Without hesitation, Milo got to work. His sharp little teeth began gnawing at the ropes. He bit, chewed, and pulled. Hours passed. The night grew colder. But Milo didn't stop. Bit by bit, Strand by strand, he tore through the thick net. Just before dawn, the final rope snapped, and the lion was free. Leo stood up slowly, amazed. "You did it. You saved me." Milo nodded. "We all have strength, Leo. Mine may not be like yours, but I use it when it matters." Leo bowed his mighty head. "I was wrong to laugh at you. Today you were braver than any lion. You are not just a mouse. You are a hero." From that day on, the jungle changed. Leo and Milo became unlikely friends. The lion no longer ruled alone. With Milo by his side, he listened more, learned more, and became a wise protector of the land. Animals who once feared the lion now saw him as a leader of peace and fairness. Milo was honored by all creatures. Birds sang songs about his courage. Even the monkeys, who used to laugh at him, praised his bravery. Leo made a new rule in the jungle. No creature is too small to make a difference. Moral of the story: kindness is never wasted. Even the smallest can help the strongest. True courage comes in many forms. Never judge someone by their size.